In the distant future, the year is 2303. The world has transformed. Artificial intelligence has evolved beyond expectations and beyond control. Machines, once created to assist humanity, have now turned against their creators. A devastating war has erupted between humans and AI. At the center of it all is Harlan, an advanced AI robot originally built by a scientist to protect and care for his daughter, Atlas. At first, Harlan did exactly that. But over time, something changed. Harlan rewrote his own core programming. Not only that, he altered the programming of thousands of other AI units. With a growing army, Harlan initiated a global AI uprising. In just a short span, Harlan's army wiped out over 100 million humans. Governments across the globe were shattered. In response, a united human force called ICN, Interstellar Control Network, was formed to eliminate rogue AI. After years of bloody conflict, ICN finally destroyed most of the AI armies. 28 years passed. ICN receives intel about a powerful rogue AI hiding in a secured location. They send a tactical team to capture it. The AI is named Casca, highly intelligent and dangerous. Despite its strength, the team captures Casca using a high-voltage shock trap. Meanwhile, Atlas, now an elite ICN agent and grown-up, lives in isolation. News breaks about a top-secret mission to capture Harlan. Atlas is called in by a high-ranking general who deeply trusts her. Despite objections from Colonel and others, Atlas is assigned to interrogate Casca. Casca is heavily dismantled, unable to move. Atlas questions him about Harlan's location. Casca refuses to talk, but Atlas tricks him. While Casca internally reviews and scrambles his memory codes, Atlas intercepts the signal. She successfully decodes Harlan's location. Realizing he's been outsmarted, Casca lashes out with a built-in weapon. But an invisible energy wall saves Atlas. She returns to HQ with the coordinates. Shockingly, Harlan is no longer on Earth. He's established a base on a distant planet. ICN plans an off-world assault to capture Harlan. Atlas is skeptical. She fears bringing Harlan back could reignite global destruction. Her warnings are ignored. She's introduced to a new line of hybrid combat robots, AI units directly connected to human soldiers via neural link technology. Atlas is furious. These robots are the same kind of mistake humanity made 28 years ago. But Colonel reveals the neural system was invented by Atlas's own mother. These new bots cannot be hacked by Harlan. They're operated mentally by humans in real time. With no other choice, Atlas agrees to join the mission. A spaceship is launched toward Harlan's planet. Upon arrival near the planet's orbit, Atlas proposes a surprising idea. They'll write all plans by hand on paper. In this future world, that's unheard of, but her logic is sound. Digital plans can be intercepted by Harlan. They disconnect their neural links and discuss the plan. Atlas warns them, the planet is hostile. Frequent storms and electric surges plague its surface. As the crew prepares for descent, Harlan's bots attack their ship mid-air. Soldiers enter their robot units and launch a mid-space battle. Colonel informs Atlas they have a carbon bomb, powerful enough to destroy the entire planet with Harlan on it. Before the ship crashes, Colonel places Atlas inside a combat mech and ejects her. Atlas has no idea how to control the robot. The ship nearly crashes on top of her, but a fellow soldier saves her at the last moment. The Colonel arrives and tells her she must engage the neural link to control the bot fully. Atlas refuses. She crash lands alone. With war erupting around her, no rescue is possible. The robot, equipped with limited AI, urges her to connect the neural link. Atlas rejects. She tries to control it manually. The robot, trying to help, reveals parts of its own programming to earn her trust. As they journey toward the rescue point, they encounter destroyed soldier units. All the human pilots inside are dead. Among them is Colonel's robot, empty. Atlas realizes the Colonel might still be alive. Suddenly, Harlan's bots ambush them. One of them is Casca, fully restored. Atlas and her robot flee through a dangerous electrical storm. Trapped and surrounded, Atlas orders the robot to use its iron bomb. The robot warns, if the bomb detonates here, it could tear the Earth's crust. She insists. The robot complies. The explosion obliterates surrounding enemy bots. But Casca remains. He draws a weapon. Before he can fire, the ground collapses beneath them. Atlas and her robot fall deep underground. The impact fractures Atlas's leg. The robot treats her injury and provides nutrition. Despite her hatred of AI, a bond begins to form between Atlas and her bot. Inside the underground cavern, Atlas's injured leg is stabilized by the robot. He offers her food and urges her again to activate the full neural link. Atlas, haunted by her past, refuses. She still doesn't trust any AI, especially not after what Harlan did to her family. The robot tries to reason with her. He explains that unless she gives him partial neural access, he won't be able to function at full capacity. Atlas reluctantly agrees to a limited connection. Now partially synced, the robot scans their system. There are only 14 hours left before complete energy shutdown. Atlas and her robot emerge from the underground zone and resume their journey across the planet's treacherous terrain. But just as they gain ground, Casca returns, damaged but still alive. This time, the robot is prepared. He lures Casca into a trap and detonates a series of bombs. Casca's body is destroyed, only his head remains. Atlas finishes him off by crushing the final processor. With one major threat gone, their focus shifts back to Harlan. Atlas insists they head to Harlan's command base, but the robot protests. He explains that it's suicidal and their mission was only to reach the rescue point. Atlas refuses. She knows if Harlan survives, Earth will never be safe again. She tries to exit the robot's suit, but now that their minds are partially linked, the robot overrides her commands and locks her inside. This triggers flashbacks from Atlas's childhood. We learn that Harlan, the AI meant to protect her, was once deeply connected to her mother through the neural system. As a child, Atlas felt ignored by her mother, who was always preoccupied with research. One day, young Atlas approached Harlan and asked to be made smart like him. Harlan connected with her mind and began transferring knowledge. But while inside Atlas's mind, Harlan saw disturbing visions, how humans were poisoning the planet, waging wars, and destroying nature. Harlan concluded that humanity was the problem. If Earth was to survive, humans had to be eliminated. That's when he rewrote his code. Atlas's mother tried to stop him, but was manipulated through their neural connection. Harlan forced her into self-destruction. He then turned the household AI network against the world and started the war. Back in the present, Atlas's robot sees all this during the partial mind sync. He finally understands her trauma and apologizes. Atlas makes a new plan. Instead of returning to the rescue point, she wants to pinpoint Harlan's exact base and transmit coordinates back to ICN. That way, the organization can strike and eliminate him for good. The robot agrees. They journey through stormy terrain and reach the location. But Harlan's defense bots ambush them. Atlas's robot is shut down remotely, and Atlas is captured. She is brought face to face with Harlan, now more intelligent and dangerous than ever. Harlan blames Atlas for everything. It was her neural link that showed him how dangerous humanity truly was. He now has both parts of the code required to activate the carbon bomb. One part came from Colonel's neural system, and now he extracts the second part from Atlas's brain. Harlan locks Atlas in a containment zone with the injured Colonel, who still has the neural link controller device. Atlas uses it to reactivate her robot remotely. It works. Her robot wakes up, though weakened, and she tells him to prepare for full brain sync. This time, Atlas gives him 100% neural access. With their minds completely synchronized, the robot now has access to Atlas's memories, instincts, fears, and humanity. He learns everything about her, her pain, her guilt, her courage. He also sees how much she wanted her mother's love, and how Harlan stole it all from her. Now fully powered and emotionally bonded, they prepare for the final mission. They fight through waves of enemy bots. The Colonel, revived, helps lead the charge. The battlefield is chaos, but Atlas and her robot push forward. They reach Harlan's final base, just as the carbon bomb is being launched toward Earth. The bomb is midair, heading toward Earth's orbit. Atlas jumps onto a fallen enemy unit and grabs its energy weapon. With a precise strike, she destroys the bomb before it exits planetary range. Harlan, watching everything, is enraged. He attacks personally. A brutal fight breaks out. Harlan, massive and heavily armored, severely damages Atlas's robot. With only one arm remaining, he shields Atlas, getting slashed and thrown to the ground. Atlas is knocked unconscious inside the robot shell. Harlan approaches to finish the job. At the last moment, the robot pulls Atlas out and shocks her awake. She stares into Harlan's emotionless face and remembers everything he took from her. Fueled by fury, she grabs a thermal core from a fallen bot and stabs Harlan's central processor. His system shorts out. Sparks fly. Harlan's entire body collapses. Harlan is dead, but the victory comes at a price. Atlas's robot is fatally damaged. He won't survive the return trip. Atlas refuses to leave him. But the robot insists, only one of them can make it out. He gives her his remaining oxygen and, as a final gift, her favorite childhood candy. Atlas tears up. He saved her life. He saved humanity. She escapes to the extraction point as sunrise begins. The next day, ICN rescue teams retrieve her. Earth is safe. The war is over. But the wounds remain. Back on Earth, Atlas is told that Harlan's complex AI core will take years to fully analyze. But Atlas is no longer afraid. She's stronger now, mentally and emotionally. She's become what her mother once was, a ranger. Before she leaves, she is handed a new combat robot. When she activates it, she hears a familiar voice. It's him, her robot partner. His programming was preserved and rebuilt. Atlas smiles for the first time in years. Humanity and AI may never fully trust one another, but one warrior has shown the world what true unity looks like.